gonna use the new Tarte Rainforest After Dark cheek. It's colored clay eye and cheek palette. So it looks like this, and this is how it looks. Okay. It has basically 6 colored clay eyeshadows and a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. Okay, so we're going to be going into my first eyeshadow, which is going to be my transition color. I'm going to be using the color Tangled Up in You, which is this brown one right here. And I'm using that as my transition color. I'm going to be using the Sigma Tapered Blending Brush in E40. So it looks. Just go ahead and use here. Okay, so I'm doing my transition color. After I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna be using the Eye Shading E55 from Sigma, and I'm gonna be using cream and white from the Lorac 1 palette. And it doesn't matter how it comes out because you're eventually going to blend that out. That's why I like to put it on after my transition color. Okay, now I'm going to be using Make a Mauve color, which is this light purple one right here. I'm going to be using this Coastal Scents brush that I got in one of my monthly subscription boxes. Okay, I'm just going to put this one in the inner corner of my eye. And to the next one. I'm actually going to go a little bit more towards the middle. Usually what I like to do is I like to work on both of my eyes, so I'll move, you know, back and forth to each one. So I'm going to go and do my transition color in the other. I noticed that this color isn't showing up as vibrant as I want it to, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Max Fix Plus. How this works. So this is how I have the little mini one. And now I'm going to be using the Plum Away With Me, which is this darker one, and I'm going to use this one in my outer corner. Just going to blend that together. Don't worry about messing up because usually I'll come back with my concealer and clean that up. Go deep in there. So in my crease, just trying to get deep into my crease. And now once you do that, I'm gonna use the blending brush from Sigma E25. And I'm going to go into the color Don't Turn a Brown, which is this dark brown one right here. And I'm going to use this for my crease. Just blend that out. Okay, I'm just gonna blend away. So I'm going back into my tapered blending and going back into my transition color and just going to blend this out a little more. And I'm gonna go back with my eye shading brush, going back into the lighter purple color, putting a little more. And going into the darker purple, putting a little more. Okay. Just blend that out one more time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the MAC Studio Finish Concealer that I use for my eyebrows. I'm going to grab the same concealer brush that I use for my eyebrows. Just this one. And I'm going to angle my brush and just clean it up. Trying to deepen this inner corner up with the brown. Okay, now I'm going to finish off the next eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm done with the second eye, but what I ended up doing with the first eye is I ended up adding the Up to No Gold, which is the gold color right here. I just grabbed it, I grabbed some with my finger and just put it here in the middle. Just to make it sparkle just a bit. Now we're moving on to my foundation. Right now you can't really tell because the purple is so dark and it's blending in with the brown, so you can't really distinguish the colors right now, but once you finish off your face you're gonna be able to tell. you guys ever see me chew my tongue, it's just a habit that I've done for years, and my dad does it, so does my sister, so one of my sisters does it, so it's just something that runs in the family. And now I'm gonna be using the bronzer from the palette, and this one is called Park Avenue Princess. I'm gonna be using the Sigma Small Contour in F05. And I'm not going to go right into my blush just because, I don't know about you guys, usually when I do my eyeliner, I'll put my hand a little bit down and it ends up messing it up. So I'm going to go, I usually put that after. So that's how it look. Okay, now I'm going to be now using the clear brow gel. We're gonna go ahead and put our blush on, and I'm gonna be using the one in the palette. The color on this one is Unleashed, which is this one right here. I'm gonna be using the Sigma Powder Blush F10. But what I like to do is since it's summertime, I usually like to mix my blush with my MAC bronzer. This one's the MAC Magnetic Appeal. So I'll just dip it in a little bit and then go ahead and apply it. and you're gonna apply it a little bit over a little bit over your contour, and then work it through the middle. I always like to back up just to see how it looks. A little bit more blush. I really like this blush. And usually what I like to go back. And then for my highlighter, I'll be using this one right here, which is called Champagne. Just gonna use this e.l.f. brush, just tap it a little bit, and then just put it right here on my chin. You can see that? It's actually really pretty. It's not too harsh. Okay. And now we're gonna finish our eyes. I'm gonna get my pencil brush E30 from Sigma. This hair right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the purple color, the Make a Mauve color, actually the Plum Away With Me, and put this on my lower lash line. I'm gonna use more of this Up to Gold color and put this right here in the inner corner. Blend that in. See that? And then I'm gonna be using this L'Oreal, it's called a highlighter, eyeliner. It's in my waterline. Just to make my eyes pop out a little bit more. And then I'm going to intensify the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. That's how we look. My bottom lashes. So now I'm going to set my makeup with the makeup setting spray from Urban Decay, and this one's the Oil Control. I'm going to use this Too Faced Melted in the color Nude, and I'm going to add a little bit of the Peony color, Peony. final look. I really do recommend this palette. It's really convenient just because it has your bronzer, your blush, your highlighter, and a whole bunch of eyeshadow, so you really just need this to carry with you. So yeah, hope you guys like it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.